Hi everyone, in this video we are going to discuss an interesting framework, that is Browser Exploitation Framework, and in short that's BeEF. So BeEF is a framework which focuses on exploiting browser vulnerability on the target machine. So very important message in this video is that the internet is very insecure place, especially for the users who are not vigilant, who are not very careful, and when they see any link in their emails or some for different URLs, they feel very curious and they open those links, and in that link we can have some malicious programs. So we are going to discuss one of them, that is BeEF framework, which will help us to understand what kind of threat we can have if we visit some suspicious websites. So in this phase, for example, in this video demonstration in Kali Linux, we will have our Kali Linux machine that will act as an attacking machine, and then we will take a victim machine, maybe a Windows-based victim machine, and then somehow we send a link to that victim machine, and that on that victim machine, if user is going to visit that link and is going to open that website, for instance, then that website will be actually hooked. So hook means BeEF. This framework can take control of the target machine by a hook. So just like this. So from this attacking machine, using a hook, the attacking machine can take control of that. So hook means this web page contains a browser hook, and hook is actually a malicious program. So in this page itself, there is a coding. In that coding, we have a malicious coding which is going to which is being used as a hook, and this is going to give the control of this browser to an attacking machine. And with the control of this browser, the attacking machine can perform different operations, which we will be seeing in our video demonstration. Before showing you the demonstration, I want to disclaimer that video content has been made available only for information and educational purpose only, and we are not supposed to use it for any illegal or malicious activity. Now to demonstrate you the use of this BeEF framework, I have here my Kali Linux machine, and that Kali Linux machine will be used as an attacking machine, and on here Windows 7 will be my victim machine. So this will be set up, and both of the machines can communicate, or they can ping each other because they are on the same network. So this is the condition, that victim machine should be able to reach attacking machine. So they should have a link between them. So the link has already been established, and I am in a virtualization environment, and now you can see in Kali Linux machine, we can see that this is the terminal which I have launched here. And for installation of this, I'm going to their link, so that's you can see this kali.org and tools and BeEF XXS. So I'll put the link in description section. You can see that link as well, and I'll use this link, and you can see here we have the BeEF usage example, you can see, and how we need to proceed with that. So you can see here to start this service, it says that BeEF XSS. So I'm going here, and in my terminal, so I'm going to write BeEF and then XSS and press enter. So it says that this framework was not found, but it can be installed with. So this is the command by which we can install it. It says that, do you want to install it? We say yes, we want to install it, and this is asking for password. So maybe I just minimize this window so that you can only focus on this screen. So giving password of Kali, so now it should start installing this. Maybe I gave wrong password, and now you can see this is installing. And do you want to continue? Yes, we want to continue, and it will take some time, and this will install this BeEF framework. The installation is complete, and let's go back to this one here, this page, and you can see it says to BeEF usage example is that like we have to write this, but you can see this is the sudo privileges. So we will just go back to our terminal window here, and then we'll say sudo, and then we have to run like this and press enter, and you can see you are using default credentials. Password must be different from BeEF, and please type a new password for the BeEF user. So for example, I'm going to use some password that's like Kali. Now this is the password for my BeEF, and now you can see it has given us a hook, so which that hook can also be used if someone knows any scripting, then they can use that. And but you can see I'm going to open that terminal again for you. You can see after this it says the opening web user interface, and this has been opened on this on my local loop IP address. So now this has automatically opened my web browser here, and in this web browser you can see I have this interface for BeEF, and now this is asking me for username and password. Name is by default BeEF, but password which I kept is which I used is Kali. So log in here, so you can use any password. Yes, I'm going to save this password. um, and now you can see this is the first screen which we can see here in our Mozilla Firefox. Sorry, so this is there, and now we have this BeEF project. You can visit this official website there, and this is what you see when you have BeEF ready for your use. Now you can see here on the left hand side we have these hooked browsers. So browser means if we have hooked or we have got connected with some of the browsers, so those browsers will be shown here. So we can click on online browser and offline browser. Let's see, if I click on online browser, you see we don't have anything, and if we click on offline browsers, we don't have anything. So no browser is hooked at the moment. No online browser, no offline browser. So I'll show you that what online, what offline browsers are there, and I hope you can read it. So getting started, welcome to BeEF, and before being able to fully explore the framework, you have to hook a browser. So first you need to hook a browser, which at the moment is not there. And to begin with, you can point a browser towards the basic demo page, which is here, or the advanced version. You can click here. So just for demonstration, they have already provided us some demo pages, so we are going to use them. So we are going to select this advanced version because there are some interesting utilities there. So we are going to click there. So when we click there, you can see this is the web page which appears. And you can see demo butcher index.html. So that is the page. And when we visit this, then if we want to see that what we have here, so I'm going to click on this BeEF control panel. So there is online browser which has been hooked, but in offline browser we don't have anything. So now by visiting this page, our browser has been hooked with the BeEF control panel. And now if we want to see if, for example, somehow if you are able to send this link to some victim to our target machine, and if someone from any corner of the world, if they are going to visit this link, then their browser will be hooked to our attacking machine, that is Kali Linux, right? For this, I'm going to use this Windows 7 machine as a victim machine, and I will open the browser on this victim machine. And in this browser machine, let's say some of my I have maybe received some spam email, or maybe some of my friends have sent me a link. So I'm going to maybe click on that link, and after clicking that link, I should land on some page like this. So here, so I'm going to copy paste this link, right? Copy this link, and I'm going to Windows 7 machine, and here in the browser, I'm going to paste that link here. But now in this link, I have to change this IP address. So this is the local loop address of this Windows 7, but I have to use IP address of my attacking machine, that is Kali Linux. And for my Kali Linux machine, the IP address is 192.168.204.128. And after this changing the IP address, this remaining portion remains same. I just have to press enter, and when I press enter, you can see I have exactly the same page which I have here in my Kali Linux machine, right? So from Windows 7 machine, we are also on the same page. And now let's go to BeEF control panel here. And the control panel, you can see now there are two online browsers. One is on our local machine, and here the second machine, you can see if I hover over there, you can see this reads that origin is, so here's this, you can see This is the origin machine, and the target machine is 192.168.204.137, and this operating system of the target machine is Windows 7. Even if we just click there on the right hand side, you can see we have further details about our target machine, which is connected with the Kali Linux. So remember, at the moment I am on my Kali Linux machine, on my attacking machine, and when I click there, you can see the details. We have information about these all things like the date, and you can see the browser information, Mozilla browser, which we are using on our target machine, and then rest of the information you can read. And then this is the our machine, and this is the network IP address, that is 137. This is the Windows 7 IP address. And yes, if we want to make sure, then maybe we can also run this. If you want to say that what IP address is here, so ifconfig, you can see this is the IP address of our Kali Linux machine, right? In the same way, I also want to show you the IP address of this Windows 7 machine. So that is, if we go to command prompt and if we run ipconfig command, then you can see this is 137. And same information you can see from our attacking machine. We also can see this information here, network IP address, this to which our attacking machine is connected with. And here we have different options. You can see we can click on this details, we can click on so this is in current browser, so our current browser is selected, and then we can see all these things. And if you click on getting started, then this is the same page where we have all the information. And then if you want to read about these all tabs here, these are different tabs, and the details about these all tabs are here. So it is information about the hook browser after you have run some command modules. And then there is a log, displays a recent log entries. Then we have commands, so we will be playing with these commands. So this is the tab where modules can be executed against the hooked browser. And you can see each command module has a traffic light icon, which is used to indicate the following. Then this command module works against the target and should be invisible to user. So it means if there are some of the command modules which are in this color, it means those command modules can be run against the target machine, but they will be invisible to the user. And in this case, that these commands will be visible to the users, and these commands are yet to be verified. And then you can also read the rest of things. And now if we click again the current browser, in this current browser you can see we have log information, we have these command, and then we have proxy settings, we have also the XX arrays, and we also have information about the network. So you can see here this interesting graphics that how we are connected with our target machine. So you can see this is our target machine, that is Windows 7, and this is the BeEF framework. And with BeEF framework we have a hooked browser from this machine. Now you can see we have the active browsers at our target machine, and now we are going to explore this commands tab here. And in this command we have different modules. This is the module tree, and this is something fun stuff which we are going to explore some of them. URLs means we want to see that what user has visited. For example, if we click there, and now we want to see that on Windows 7 machine what websites the victim machine has visited. So for this we have this option, this module, and we click there, and now to execute it we have selected this one, and then you can see we have the description that what this option will do. So this module attempts to retrieve a user's browser history by invoking this arf run command. So we are going to execute. When we execute, we should have something here. It says command send to this our target machine, and after we are done with running that module, we will have this module result history, so we can see what is the result of this module after the execution of that module. So we click there, and you can see is that data results exploit failed, target browser is not event browser. Let's visit some other ones. So browser, and then again we have here in the hooked one. So we are in this browser and hooked domains, and in this we can also have one more. I mean, there are many, but you can actually redirect this browser as well. So for example, we have this, you can see here, maybe I'll do like So you see this, there is a redirect browser. It means we can redirect the browser of victim machine to somewhere else. So we are going to click there, and you can see it says that this module will redirect the selected hook browser to address specified in the redirect URL. So here in this case we have to give something, some URL here, and the victim's browser will be redirected to somewhere else. So for example, if I'm going to write bbc.com, and then before executing I want to show you that what is displays on Windows 7. You can see this is the browser of victim machine. But now from this attacking machine, if we are going to execute this module, then let's see what happens after this. So I'm going to click on this execute, and when I execute I should have something here. And then if we go to our Windows 7 machine, and let's say, you can see here now this browser has been redirected to bbc.com. You can see this one, right? And yes, this has been redirected, but you can see we are no more on our original link. So I'm going back, and then I'm going to refresh this. Now we are back to our original link, where the hooked page. Now we are going back to Kali Linux machine, and if you want to see here, if we click there, so you can see the result is that this page was redirected to bbc.com. There is also one more options here, that we want to redirect browser, but we don't want to leave this page, which is this page. We don't want to leave this page, but we want that the page, redirected page, should be played in a frame. So we are going to click on that option, and once we have selected this one, we can read this module, and here it says that what page we want, we want the victim machine should visit. For example, in this case I'm going to say like any page, maybe again bbc, like bbc.com, and then we use this, and then I say execute this. So when I click on execute, I should see this command is being sent to the zombie, and then we say here, we click on Windows 7 machine, and let's see, do we have this page? Yes, you can see we have a bbc again, but this time you can see here this link has not been changed, but still we are able to see bbc.com website, because now this whole website is shown in a frame, and this is already there, and this thing is there. And now if we refresh it, we'll be back to our page, we'll be back to our hooked page. So this is something we can do in our in this one, and still there are different things. Clear console, so just click it, and then says that this module clears the Chrome developer console buffer, and then there are many things which you just need to click, and there is a description, and then you just need to execute it. Okay, after this there are some interesting things which are in its social engineering tools. So here, social engineering module